Assalamu alaikum, my SS1 students at home. I am back here again to deliver to you the second aspect of this lesson on Black Woman by Leopold Sedar Senghor. In the first lesson, we discussed the background of the poet, that is Leopold Sedar Senghor himself, and we discussed the background of the poem itself, which has to do with a retaliation or writing in response to the writing of some of the European writers who devoted most of their beautiful time praising the beauty of the white women. So, and the third aspect of that lesson was the plot summary. Tell you that it's all about writing about African women too, making them important, or let the world know the value that is therein in an African woman. And today, we are to take care of the themes of this poem. And if we are done with the themes, we'll go ahead to look at the style or language of the poem as well. But starting from the themes, no writer writes in a vacuum. That is, writers don't write out of emptiness. Something must happen before they write. And that is why this poem has to do with a reaction to other writers from another place, not from Africa here, from Europe. And that forms basis for the themes of the poem. We are going to take them one after the other. Number one, we have the theme of African beauty. Forgetting that the poem is titled Black Woman, Leopold Sedar Senghor, as part of his right from time, he do write about Africa as a continent. That has been the subject of his writings. So, craftily, he painted to us that the black woman here, apart from taking care of African woman, the beauty in African woman, has to do too with the African soil or African continent, so to say. And that is why the first thing they were having African beauty. Africa as a land of opportunity for all. Senghor, through negritude, as explained to you in the first lesson, has one way or the other, right from time, tried to let the world know the opportunity that abounds in Africa. And that is why all his writings has to do with black, Africa, darkness, negritude, oneness, and what have you. So, that now gives us the first thing of the poem. The beauty that's therein, the green land, and whatever that is there, the gold, the diamond, all over the places. That is what this poem comes to celebrate. And number two, blackness as a subject of beauty. The natural beauty of black woman, irrespective of where she lives, form another basis for the theme of this poem. And what is that blackness we're talking about? Written in order to counter the notion of the white. The writers like Dante, like I said earlier, Spencer and what have you, blackness. This man, the person paints to us that is all about what? Beauty. When you see black, it's all about beauty. An African woman is an epitome of what? Beauty. And that he re-echoed in the poem from beginning to the end. From beginning to the end, mentioning black woman, dark woman, black woman, dark woman, emphasizing who African women are. Number 3, anti-racist racism. Anti-racist racism become the third theme or themes of this text, of the poem. What does this mean? You know the meaning of racism. You know the meaning of anti. So, one way or the other, the writers mentioned the Dante and Co. and special mentioned earlier, they write on the note of what? Racism. Saying their color is better than any other color in the world. Saying if you are not white, you are ugly. Saying if you are not white or having white blood or color, you are not man enough. So, that is what we call racism. And now, we are having one of our own in Africa, Leopold Senghor, writing to counter this man, to celebrate his own what? Black people, black women, letting them know that in black too, you have beauty. In black too, there is no other color. In black too, there is no other genuine human being. So in that, in as much as he's writing to counter what they are writing, him too has played to what we call racism. That's what we mean by anti-racist racism. Somebody wrote as a racist, and you are trying to debunk what he or she says, and by doing that, you celebrate only your own, recognize only your own. And that is why the poem predominantly celebrates blackness, black woman, dark woman, and what have you. So that is the meaning of anti-racist racism. Racism there and racism here. So both Senghor and those writers have, have come one way or the other to display their racist idea, which is not good enough. Now, they hit him first, and he has to retaliate. But whichever way, the most important thing to us is that we have racism in racism, or what I refer to here as anti-racist racism. And number 4. Number 4 is all about creating awareness about black women. Let the world know. Let the world know that an African woman is not a woman to play with. An African woman is not a woman that has nothing upstairs. An African woman is not a woman that you'll be toying with. An African woman is there on a genuine note and is a call to be aware of black woman's ability and creativity. And is to let them know too, a kind of stop what you are doing. Don't promote this. Racism. Human being is human being, irrespective of color, irrespective of geographical location. That is what this poem is all about. Then, lastly, we are to take care of the language and style of the poem briefly. The language and style of Leopold Sedar Senghor here are categorized under the following headings. 1. Rejection of European standards of beauty. 2. Sexual imagery. 3. Ambiguity and abstraction. 4. landscape as imagery. 5. An exemplar of litany. 6. The poem as a praise song to women in Africa or Africa in its entirety. And 7. A poem enriched by metaphors. So, these mentioned are the style of writing employed by what? By who? Leopold Sedar Senghor in putting this poem together. Thank you so much. And you are to take care of this assignment and get back to me through the same phone number I gave you in the first lesson. The assignment is discuss any 5 figurative devices in the poem. Discuss any 5 figurative devices in the poem. So, do that and get back to me on this number 080-688-44575 via WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Ramadan Kareem once more. Bye.